What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. There is a lot that needs to be talked about, so let's go. First thing I want to talk to you guys about is former 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick. He's out there, he's back, and he's still fighting for our nation once again. Now, recently, Colin has filed a grievance under the latest collective bargaining against the NFL owners for collusion, according to his attorney, Mark Garagos. Now, the filing, which demands a aberration here on the matter, says that the NFL and its owners have concluded to deprive of Kaepernick of employment rights in retaliation for Kaepernick's leadership and advocacy for equality and social justice, and his bringing awareness to peculiar institutions still undermining racial equality in the United States. So basically, if you guys don't know what that means, basically last year when you saw him taking a knee, that is what sparked the moment of taking a knee for NFL players and for our nation, because African Americans are getting killed by police officers, and not a lot of people are taking note about this, and people are getting police officers who kill the African Americans are getting acquitted and that kind of thing, and that's why Kaepernick started this movement and everything on the way. Now, his attorney, he sent out a copy of the complaint to NFLPA as well as the NFL and all of its 32 teams. Now, he tweeted on Sunday, saying he filed the grievance only after pursuing every possible avenue with all NFL teams and their executives. So basically, he's trying to see what can happen out of this and everything along the way. Now, Gregorus, he said in a statement that if the NFL, as well as professional sports teams, is to remain mediocrity, then principled and peaceful protests, which the owners themselves made great theater initiating weeks ago, should not be punished, and athletes should not be denied employment based on partisan political provocation by the executive board branch of our government. And such precedent threatens all collusive conduct in which compelled Kaepernick to file his grievance. And along with that, he kept saying that Colin Kaepernick's goal has always been and remains to simply be treated fairly by the league he performed at his highest level for, and to return to the playing of football. Now, Kaepernick, he's out there, he's making a difference, he's trying to fight for everybody, and that's a good thing. And he is now a free agent. And, he's kneeling for justice for Black Americans, particularly by police. And, some people see this as a sign of disrespect, and, this really is not a sign of disrespect. He actually asked a vet to say, hey, this is going on in our nation. What would be the best way to, say, I'm not trying to be against them or anything else along the way, but what can I do and everything along the way? And, that vet told him what to do, and that's when he took the knee. And people are still getting pissed off and everything else along the way. Even Trump, he likes to talk about everything, and basically he's going on saying, if these NFL players, they want to take a knee and they want to be disrespectful to our nation, how the coach fire that person, say, hey, screw that person, fire them. They're fired, that kind of thing. He, Trump, he thinks he knows everything. And, if you see my videos, I always, talk about him and everything along the way. And you know how I feel about that. And for him to say that about Kaepernick and all these people who are taking a knee, he just downright doesn't know how people in our nation are being like right now. Some people are like, oh, no. He's Trump is a cool guy, and, Kaepernick, he's an idiot, blah, blah, blah. But then you have it reversed and everything along the way, and it's madness, But that is, that's something that we have to talk about and everything else in our nation, Second thing I want to talk to you guys about is Mogadishu. In Mogadishu, at least 300 people have been confirmed dead after a double car bombing that happened on Saturday, making it the deadliest attack in Somalia's modern history. Now, the revised death toll follows efforts by rescue workers trying to find bodies from the rubble and the deaths of several people who have succumbed to their wounds on Monday, according to Major Ahmed Ibrahim of the police force. Now, if you guys don't know, Mogadishu is a large city on the East African nation's coast. It suffered high levels of violence for years. Al-Shabaab, an Al-Qaeda-linked terror group, has carried out several car bombings in the city, and they also believe that they are the ones to blame. Now, the initial vehicle bombing destroyed dozens of stalls and the popular Safari Hotel in the heart of the city. And minutes after the first blast, a second bomb went off nearby, but there was no casualties reported from the police. Now, like I said, that Al-Shabaab was basically the person that they want to blame. Al-Shabaab is basically is now mainly in rural areas in the south of the country, having lost control of Mogadishu in 2011, and has been waging war against the Somali government for more than 10 years, promoting the African Union to send in peacekeeping troops. So basically, there is so much going overseas that, most people don't know about, but they actually need to know about that kind of thing. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is coming back over here to our nation. In California, there have been fires, and a lot's going on over there. Now, the tide has finally been turning for the better for the fight against the Northern California wildfires, in which some have been the deadliest in the state's history. Now, dozens of fires they're still burning, but the 11,000 firefighters are out there, protecting everyone. They're trying to get the fires down, but with the strong winds, it's hard for them to do that. And they're starting to, contain some of the bigger blazes. Now, the huge fire, the huge Atlas fire, happened in Napa and Solano countries, and it's more than half contained, and evacuation orders were lifted for the city of Napa, and they still might try to get people out of the Sonoma country. Now, people who are able to return back to their homes are coming back to a grim new reality. However, some of them are left with nothing but ash. And the death toll has been at least 40, and I believe it's still growing from what I hear and read and everything on the way. And more than 200 people are still missing from this fire. So the fire, it basically touched an estimated 217,000 acres in California. Now, there are people still out there fighting. For you guys out there, I am praying for you guys. Same goes for our nation. Same goes for people overseas in Mogadishu, everywhere along the way. And this is just so much, to hear about what happened in, Puerto Rico, what's going on with, our nation and everything else along the way. And it's just so much that we can all bear, and we have to be there for one another. Like I always say in my videos, always be there for someone. I'm there for you guys if you need me, that kind of thing, okay? I'm just saying the obvious, but you guys, I'm praying for you guys. Hope you guys are doing, being safe out there. If you see somebody out there who needs help that person out. Just make sure you get, a lot of people with you to help you out as well, okay? Finally, this is the big one. A lot of people have been talking about it for the past few days, and I'm now going to be talking about it, about Harvey Weinstein. 2 decades ago, Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein, he invited Ashley Judd to his Pennsylvania Beverly Hills hotel for, when she was young, and she expected for whatever she was meeting Weinstein for was for breakfast. However, it was not for breakfast. Instead, he actually sent for her to come up to his room, and he was in the bathroom and asked her to, give her a massage or watch him shower, as she recalled in an interview. And Ashley Judd was thinking in her mind, she said, how do I possibly get out of this room as fast as possible without alienating Harvey Weinstein? And just hearing about that, you just go, what? Wait, what are you talking about? It's just, what is going on here in Hollywood, and what's going on with our actors and actresses and everything along the way. But that story doesn't end there, because in 2014, Weinstein invited Emily Nestor, who worked for him as a temporary employee to his same hotel and offered the same thing. It's just like he said, hey, if you accepted this, sexual, little sexual thing that I've got for you, I will, make sure I boost your career, make sure you get well known with the counties, make sure like people know who you are with the Weinstein company and everything along the way. And she just going, what the hell is going on here, And he kept doing this and doing this and doing this. And, you know, people were sexually assaulted and, harassed by him and so much going on with them. And at least 51 women, I'm saying it again, at least 51 women have been sexually assaulted or sexually harassed or assaulted by Weinstein. Now, Weinstein, if you guys don't know, he was the former chairman of Miramax Films, along with his brother Bob Weinstein, and he was the co-head of the Weinstein Company. They came out with a lot of great movies such as Django Unchained, The King's Speech, Silver Linings Playbooks, Inglourious Basterds, and the list goes on and on and on. But now, after all of these sexual, stories about Weinstein, they just let him go. You say, hey, we can't be dealing with you. You gotta, if you think you this is okay, this really is not okay. And his brother, he also said that growing up, that Harvey was just mean to him as well. He was always bullying him, that kind of thing. And I understand, why in the world would you do this? I'm an actor, and I would love to make it into like the entertainment business, big movies, that kind of thing. But I wouldn't be doing all that crap. That's just sad, and that's just idiotic if you do that kind of thing. I'm that's what I'm going to say. And because of all this, people are saying, oh, this is just you're just joking about that kind of thing. But no, this actually happened for many years, and not a lot of people knew about this. Some did, some didn't. But a lot of people knew about this, and it's just sad to hear about this kind of thing, And then, but like I said, he's gone. But then you have actress Alyssa Milano. She started a movement. She said, on social media with the hashtag #MeToo. She said, if you have been sexually harassed or assaulted, write #MeToo as a reply to this tweet. Now, the tweet it showed the picture, and it's saying the hashtag was suggested by a friend who noted that perhaps getting multiple voices to chime in on the status might give people a sense of the magnitude of the problem. So basically, if you have been sexually harassed or assaulted, you say, I've been sexually harassed or assaulted. You say, me too, everything along the way. I know a lot of people who have been sexually harassed and assaulted, and it pisses me off so much when I hear about this kind of thing. I just want to punch the person, but I'm not that kind of guy, I feel for those people, and everything along the way. And then continuing on, there's a young lady. Her name is Tamara Kaufman Witz. I'm not sure how to say her last name. She's a senior fellow at the Brookings Institute. And wrote on her tweet, she said, I would love to see a hashtag in which people name a specific action as they are now committed to take to combat sexual harassment / assault, and hashtagged it I will. Such as saying, I will make sure that our younger generation will know that they will know what's going on in our nation about sexual harassment, assault, that kind of thing. Or I will make sure that my friends are always protected 100%. I will make sure that people know that I'm always there for them no matter what. And I know that it's not just females, it's also males. I mean, Terry Crews, he got sexually harassed. And also Vanderbilt from Dawson's Creek, if you guys don't remember that show, he also got assaulted. He got sexually harassed. And it's just like, yeah, this you think this is not going on, but it's actually going on. And people actually need to know about this kind of things. And you guys, if you happen to see that, you should say something to them. Don't just keep it up, bottled up or anything else like that. Go out there and you say some police and say, hey, this person, I saw this person doing this to another friend of mine, and everything else along the way. But I've just hearing about that story. Just it brings me to a level in which I'm just like infuriated and everything along the way. But with that being said, I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about everything going on with, like I was talking about with Colin Kaepernick, Mogadishu, California, hashtag me too, hashtag I will, everything's going on. You guys let me know. Like I always say, I'm always there for you guys. I love you guys no matter what, okay? If you guys got something to say to me, let me know, and I'll let people know about that, okay? I love you guys. Peace out.